Hello friends, this is our last lecture on AC circuits. In this lecture, we studied about some numericals as well as MCQs as per concern in the textbook. First, we go through MCQs. Only 2 MCQs are included in your syllabus. Other 3 MCQs are on the power factor which is eliminated from your syllabus. Let us see. Choose the correct option. If the RMS current is 50 Hertz, AC circuit is 5 ampere. Mean frequency is given 50 Hertz. RMS current is 5 ampere. The value of the current 1 upon 300 second after its value becomes 0 is. We have to calculate the instantaneous current at time t equal to 1 upon 300 second. Frequency is given. Which formula we use here? We use here I equals to instantaneous current equals to I naught sine omega t. I naught sine omega t. But RMS current is given. IRMS equal to I naught upon root 2. So I naught equals to root 2 IRMS. So you can take here root 2 into 5 sine of omega means 2 pi f. F means frequency is given 50 Hertz and t time is given 1 upon 300. Mean 50 into 2 mean 100 pi upon 300 means sine pi by 3 is there. Here sine pi by 3 is there. Here we get 5 root 2 sine pi by 3. We know that sine pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. And as root 3 by 2 is taken, then we get here 5 under root of root 3 by 2. And this is your final answer. Means with the help of this expression, we get it. Thereafter, we go through another numerical. Second one is related on power factor. Third one we directly consider. In circuit, LCR are connected in series. All three inductor, resistor and capacitors are connected in series. Then with an alternating voltage of frequency F is given. The current leads the voltage by 45 Hertz. Phase angle is given between current and voltage. The value of C is there. Some mistake is there, I think so, in this numerical. Here, not a current leads, voltage should be lead the current. Then, this answer should be there. How? Let us say. We know that tan of phi equals to, if we consider current, voltage lead the current, then XL minus XC should be there. And upon R is there. Then as tan phi is a 45, then tan phi is 1. So you can take here R equal to XL minus XC. But XL is 2 pi FL. Or you can take here XC equal to XL minus R. And thereafter you can take here XC is 1 upon omega C, XL is or 1 upon 2 pi FL and XL is 2 pi FL, and thereafter you get this answer, B answer. Other answers are not possible, only B answer is possible. Then it should be only when voltage lead the current, means some mistake is there in the numerical. When current leads the voltage, means this circuit is capacitance dominated, and in capacitance dominant circuit you get here XC minus XL equal to R, and when we take it, any one answer is not there. But for this answer, your XL minus XC should be equal to R, and this is the answer. Thereafter you get it. XL is taken as 2 pi FL. XC is taken as 1 upon omega C. And thereafter you get it. In this quite difficult numericals, EMCQs are there. 2 are there, and they are only for the genius students, not for ordinary students. Thereafter we go through certain numericals. Numericals are very easy and straightforward. If the number 12, if the effective current in 50 cycle AC is 5 ampere, means RMS current is given 5 ampere and frequency is given 50 hertz. Look here. What a peak value of the current? What is the current after 1 upon 600 second after it was 0? Mean again same numerical is there. We have to calculate peak current as well as instantaneous current. Peak current equal to, we know that IRMS equal to I naught upon root 2. Same things are as concerned in the MCQ. I naught equal to root 2 IRMS, but IRMS is a 5 root 2. 5 root 2 is 1.414. After solving, 7.07 is the answer. It is the peak current or maximum current. Thereafter instantaneous current, I equal to I naught sin omega t. Omega is a 2 pi ft. So you can take here 7.07, directly you take I naught sin 2 pi 50 upon 600. And thereafter we get here 7.07 sin pi by 6. 7.07 upon half sin pi by 6 is the sin 30. It is half, and we get this answer. Thereafter we go through next numerical. A light bulb rated, actually it is not included in your syllabus, but it is also based on the previous knowledge. Wattage is given. Wattage is given means power is given, 100 watt. And thereafter 220 volt is given, means effective voltage or RMS voltage is given. Frequency is given, supply of 50 hertz. Calculate the resistance of the bulb and RMS current through the bulb. Mean average power is 100 watt, RMS voltage is 220 volt, frequency is given. We have to calculate R and IRMS. We know that average power equal to ERMS, IRMS. As stated in a previous, we know that power equal to V into I. Here we take effective RMS voltage and current. So IRMS equal to P average divided by ERMS, 100 upon 220. They are given 0.4545 ampere. And resistance equal to voltage upon current, ERMS upon IRMS. So 220 upon IRMS is what? IRMS is directly you take 100 upon 220 and 220 into 220 upon 100. We get here 484. Simple problem is there. Thereafter we go to another numerical. Number 14. A 15.0 microfarad capacitor is connected to 220 volt. When capacitance of the capacitor is given 15 microfarad. 15 microfarad means 15 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad. And RMS voltage is given 220 and 50 hertz frequency is given. Find the capacitive reactance and the current RMS and peak in the circuit. If the frequency is double, what will happen to the capacitive reactance and current? That type of problem is there. We have to calculate peak current and instantaneous current. We know that XC equal to 2 pi FC. Then 1 upon 2 into 3.142 pi is there. F is 50, and here capacitance is 15 microfarad. Micro means 10 raised to minus 6 farad. And thereafter 10 raised to minus 6 term is taken in numerator. And here after calculation we get 4713. And after calculation we get here 212.2 ohm. Quite difficult calculations are there. Thereafter we go through IRMS. IRMS equal to means current equal to voltage upon resistance. Resistance equal to voltage upon current. Same thing is there. IRMS equal to ERMS. Ohm's law is straightforward. But here instead of resistance, here capacitive reactance is there. So 220 upon 212.2 we get 1.036. RMS current we get. Then we have to calculate the peak current. Peak current I naught equal to root 2 IRMS. Then 1.414 into 1.036 we get 1.465. and that Xc is inversely proportional to frequency. Means capacitive reactance is inversely proportional to frequency. As frequency becomes doubled, Xc becomes half because inversely proportional. And Irms is inversely proportional to Xc. So current also, RMS current also becomes double. Simple thing is that. Thereafter we go through another numerical. An AC circuit consists of only inductor of inductance. Inductance is given 2 Henry. If the current is represented by sine wave of amplitude 0.25 ampere, means peak current is given 0.25 ampere and frequency is 60 hertz. Calculate the effective PD or potential difference across the inductor. Pi is given. We know that ERMS equal to IRMS into XL. Straightway, voltage equal to current into resistance. Here, capacitive inductive reactance is there. And thereafter, IRMS is nothing but the I naught upon root 2, peak current upon root 2, and XL is 2 pi FL. And substituting these values, 0.25 into 2, 3.142, 60 into 2 upon root 2. And after calculation, we get here 133.3 volt. Simple numerical is there. Alternate EMF E equal to 220 sin 100 pi t is applied to a circuit containing a inductor 1 upon pi Henry. Write an equation for instantaneous current through the circuit. What will be the reading of the AC galvanometer connected in circuit? Then E equal to instantaneous EMF is given or voltage is given 220 sin 100 pi t, or E equal to, we know that E naught sin omega t. L is given, we have to calculate instantaneous current and RMS current also. So we know that, and here only inductor is there. In inductive circuit, what happens? EMF leads the current by pi by 2 phase. Means current lags the EMF by pi by 2 phase. So here I equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. Thereafter, I naught is nothing but the peak current upon inductive reactance, because inductor is connected only. Sin 100 pi t, here omega is comparing here, omega is 100 pi t minus pi by 2. And thereafter, E naught upon XL is the omega L sin 100 pi t minus pi by 2. This is the equation for the instantaneous current. And thereafter, I equal to then substituting values of E naught 220 upon 100 pi omega is into 1 upon pi L is there. Sin 100 pi t minus pi by 2. Thereafter, after calculation, we get here pi gets cancelled. 220 upon 100 means 2.2 sin 100 pi t minus pi by 2. This is your answer for equation for the current. Then a AC galvanometer only measure the effective value. Then what is the effective value or RMS value? IRMS equal to I naught upon root 2, 2.2 into 0.707, and it is 1.555 ampere. This is a reading shown by AC galvanometer. Simple numerical is there. Thereafter, we go through another numerical. A 25 microfarad capacitor, a 0.10 Henry inductor and 25 ohm resistors are connected in series. Means all three capacitor, inductor and resistors are connected in series with an AC source whose EMF is given by 310 sin 314 t volt. What is the frequency, reactance, impedance, current and phase angle of the circuit? Only this problem is, you perform this problem, then almost problems you can do it. Let us see. C is 25 microfarad. 25 microfarad, L is means 25 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad. Inductance is 0.10 Henry. Resistance is 25 ohm. E is given 310 sin 1314 t volt. We know E equal to E naught sin omega t. So peak EMF is E naught is 310. Omega is 314. As omega is 314, then you can take here, look here, comparing E naught is 310 volt. Omega is 314. Therefore, omega equal to what? 2 pi f 314, or f equal to 314 upon 2 pi. And after calculation, we get directly 50 hertz. Thereafter, we get a frequency. Thereafter, we have to calculate inductive reactance. Suppose inductive reactance is 2 pi fl. Frequency is 50 and L is 0.1. After calculation, we get 31.42 ohm. Thereafter, we go through capacitive reactance. Xc equal to 1 upon 2 pi fc, which is equal to 1 upon 2 into 3.142 into 50 into 25 into 10 raised to minus 6. Or after calculations, 400 is taken in numerator, 3.142, when you get 10 raised to 6 is converted here. After calculation, 127.3 ohm. You get inductive reactance, you get capacitive reactance, as well as you know the resistance. Then you get impedance Z equal to square root of R square plus XL minus XC bracket square. Thereafter 25 square, 127.3 minus 31.42 square. A difficult problem, quite. 25 square plus 95.88 square. Then 25 square is 625, 9193 for 95.88 square. And thereafter 9818 is there, and after calculation it is taking square root 99.09. Quite difficult numerical as per concern to calculations. Then IRMS equal to I naught upon root 2. Thereafter I naught is nothing but the I naught is E naught upon Z, voltage upon resistance. Resistance here impedance, because all three are connected in series, root 2 as it is. So 310 Z is 99.09 and 1.414. After calculation it is 2.1212 ampere. Thereafter we have to calculate the phase angle of the circuit. Phase angle of the circuit can be taken as tan inverse XL minus XC upon R equal to tan inverse 95.88 upon 25. Or you can take here tan inverse 3.835 or 75.39 degree. Convert into radian, mean multiplying pi by 180. After multiplying it is pi by 180 means 3.142 upon 180. We get here 1.316 radian. This is your answer. Thereafter, we are going forward another numerical. A capacitor of 100 microfarad and coil of resistance 50 ohm and inductance 0.5 Henry are connected in series with 110 volt 50 hertz source. Calculate the RMS value of the current in the circuit. Look here, 100 microfarad capacitance is given. 100 microfarad means 100 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad. L is 0.5 Henry inductance and resistance is 50 ohm. And here 110, it is the RMS voltage and frequency is given 50 hertz. We have to calculate IRMS. Then first you calculate XL, inductive reactance, 2 pi FL, 2 into 3.142 into 50 into 0.5 after calculations. I mean 2 into 0.5 is 1, 50 into 3.142, 157.1 ohm. Xc equal to 1 upon 2 pi Fc, 2 into 3.142 into 50 into 100 into 10 raised to minus 6. 100 means 10 raised to minus 2 is there, 0.5 and 2 again here, 1, and thereafter you get 100 upon 3.142, 31.82 after calculation. Thereafter, the mod of XL minus XC, means difference between XL and XC, 157 minus 31.82, which is equal to 125.27. Means it is the reactance of the circuit. Then IRMS equal to ERMS upon Z. Then ERMS upon impedance means square root of R square plus XL minus XC square. So 100 upon means 110 upon Z is what? Square root of 50 square 125.27 square. And after calculating 110, 50 square is 2500 and it is 15693.3. Then 110 divided by 18193.35 and thereafter 110 upon 134.88 and after calculation 0.8155 ampere. I mean, it is a quite calculation problem. Such type of problems not asked in the exam. Okay, calculation is very large number. Thereafter numerical number 19. Find the capacity of the capacitance which when put in series with 10 ohm resistance makes the power factor equal to 0.5. Actually, it is beyond the scope of your syllabus, but still I am taking power factor equals to 0.5. R is taken 10 ohm, ERMS is 80 volt, frequency is 100 hertz. This power factor, it is not included in your syllabus, still I am taking here cos phi equal to R upon Z. Straightway, Z equal to R upon cos phi. Cos phi is 0.5, R is 10, then we get 20 ohm. Then you have to calculate the impedance. Impedance equals to what? Square root of R square plus XC square. And thereafter, you have to calculate the inductive reactance first. XC square equal to Z square minus R square, 20 square minus 10 square, 400 minus 100, 300. Or XC equal to 17.32. We get a XC, then we know that XC equal to 1 upon 2 pi Fc. F is known to 100 hertz. We have to calculate the capacitance C equal to 1 upon 2 pi F XC, and after calculation you get 91.88 microfarad. It is not included in your syllabus. Another numerical is there. Find the time required for 50 hertz alternating current to change its value from 0 to RMS value. Frequency is 50 hertz. Time is given. Time to be calculated. Then solution I equal to I naught sin omega t or I naught sin 2 pi ft. And thereafter I naught here time required I naught upon root 2 RMS and the RMS voltage. IRMS is taken. I naught sin 2 pi 100 t. Thereafter here you get here 2 pi 100 t means 200 pi t equal to sine term is taken in that side. I not get cancelled and sine inverse 1 upon root 2. Sine inverse 1 upon root 2 is 45 degree. Convert it into radian, 45 into pi upon 180, or you can take time equal to 200 pi t equal to 45 pi upon 180. After calculation, t equal to 45 upon 180 upon 200, or which is equal to 1 upon 4 into 200. Mean 1 upon 800, 1.25 into 10 raised to minus 3 seconds. Now another numerical. Calculate the value of capacity in picofarad. Pico means 10 raised to minus 12, which makes 101.4 microhenry. Micro means minus 6. Inductance to oscillate with frequency 1 megahertz. Mega means 10 raised to 6 hertz. Meaning L is given 101.4 microhenry. 101.4 into 10 raised to minus 6 henry. Frequency is 1 megahertz means 10 raised to 6 henry. Capacitance to be calculated. Then we know that resonant frequency F equals to 1 upon 2 pi square root of LC. Squaring both sides and rearranging the terms, C is taken in this side. 1 upon 4 pi square F square L. Substituting 1 upon 4 pi square is 9.872. Directly I am taking here 3.142 square. Thereafter F is 10 raised to 6 square. Means what is it? 10 raised to 12. Here L is given 101.4 into 10 raised to minus 6, and thereafter calculation. Remaining terms are taken numerator, and thereafter in picofarad they are taken. After calculation, we get here 249.7 picofarad. Rearranging the terms, some calculations are arranged here. Now, numerical number 22 given in your book. A 10 microfarad capacitor is charged to 25 volt of potential. Means LC oscillation numerical. Battery is disconnected and pure 100 millihenry coil is connected across the capacitor so that LC oscillations are set up. Calculate the maximum current in the coil. Capacitance is given 10 microfarad means 10 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad. As well as V is given 25 volt. L is 100 millihenry means 100 into 10 raised to minus 3 henry, or you can take shifting decimals 0.1 henry, and you have to calculate the current. We know that the energy stored in the inductor, which type of energy? Magnetic field energy stored in the inductor, which is equal to energy stored in the capacitor, which electric field energy. Mean total electric field energy stored in the capacitor gets converted into magnetic field energy. So you can take here by law of conservation, half Li square equal to half Cv square. And thereafter I we have to calculate, then rearranging the terms, half of gets cancelled and L is taken on that side. So I square equal to Cv square upon I, and I equal to square root of Cv square upon L. C is 10 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad. V is 25 square and L is 0.1, and thereafter 0.1 is taken, means here 10 raised to 20, after calculation 25 square is taken outside the bracket. 0.1 mean here 100 is there, 100 into 10 raised to minus 4 is there, and minus 4 is in square root of minus 4, 10 raised to minus 4, minus 2 is there. So 25 into 10 raised to minus 2, or you can take 0.25 ampere. This is your final answer. Thereafter, last numerical, similar numerical is there. 100 microfarad capacitor is charged with 50 volt source supply. Then source supply is removed, means capacitor is charged by 50 volt supply, and capacitor is connected across the inductance. As a result of 5 ampere current flow through the inductance, means current is given. Calculate the value of inductance. Means in that problem, inductance is given, current to be calculated. Here current is given, inductance to be calculated. Same problems are there. Problem number 22 and 23. Capacitance is given 100 microfarad. Mean 100 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad or 10 raised to minus 4 farad directly. V is 50 volt. Current I is 5 ampere, L to be calculated. Means same thing is there by law of conservation. Total energy, total electric energy of the capacitor gets converted into total magnetic field energy in the inductor. So energy stored in the inductor equal to energy stored in the capacitor. So half Li square equal to half Cv square. So L equals to Cv square upon I square. C is 100 into 10 raised to minus 6, 50 square upon 5 square, and after calculation 10 raised to minus 2 or 0.01 Henry. This is all about numericals. Numericals are quite easy. My advice is there, if you perform all these numericals, then you get answers of any numerical. Then very simple numericals concerned to this chapter, not complicated numericals are asked for it. So my advice is there, only read these numericals. You got all types of numericals are there. All varieties covered in your book, and I am taking it. I think this is all about numericals as well as all about chapter AC circuit. Today it's enough. Have a good day and thank you.